Hello everybody, welcome back to more Enter the Gungeon mod. The Gungeon, let's get weird egg. Let's get weird egg. By the way, this is still not done yet, by the way. That's why we're not doing that. We got another speed down, but a damage up. You know, I'll take it. I'll take it. It's a pretty substantial speed down from 7 to 5.69. Nice. Let's go in with the 1.18. We get an 18% damage up that gets completely nullified against bosses. Okay. And a kind of good dodge? I think it's a good dodge. Yeah. Yeah. It's a little bit shorter. As long as we can clear gaps with it, you know, we're cool. We're golden, we're Gucci. Let's check out... yeah, the Table Tech site, Weird Egg, Rusty Sidearm. Interesting selection here. Okay, that damage. Oh, yeehaw! All right. Interesting. I like doing a 20% extra damage. Go freaking figure. Normally, I say that the move speed is kind of like a death sentence pickup. Kind of seems like we might have a bad reload time. Am I wrong? Let's... only 10% down, basically. 8% truly, but it's not that big of a deal. Like a 10-ish% money multiplier up. That may be the... oh, God. This hallway with this ghost in this economy? Oh, my goodness. Yeah. I feel like... yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why they thought a ghost in this tight of quarters, holy moly, was like reasonable, but you know, we dealt with it. We got a plus a 24% clip size up too. We're kind of just dealing with like reading our stats as time goes on here, and honestly, I kind of, other than the dang move speed, I really do like what I see for the most part. We're not glass cannon, because that would be if we didn't have good HP. -1 extra blank per floor. It is what it is. It is what it is. Curse 1. Coolness none. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. I think, like, at least, like I always say, if we have bad move speed, if we can at least have a passable dodge roll, you know, it's not that bad. Like, it's not too bad. We at least have a whoops. You know, like, oh no, bullets coming and I'm not quite fast enough situation, and I dig that, on top of the fact that if we do a lot of damage, the likelihood that we need to dodge is down as well. Good morning. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Hey. Feeling very Colt Canyon right now. Yeehaw. This always just reminds me of like I think it's supposed to be like a Western kind of inspired thing, especially if you like take the time to look at that synergy, that when you flip the table with it, it makes it all sepia. I think, is it with that as a Table Tech site, or is it could, am I thinking of Table Tech Time, that modded item? You know, it's all blending together. When we get, whenever we ever play this game vanilla again, if we ever play this game vanilla again, who knows if, like, how long we'll just be doing the modded stuff, and if, like, there's gonna be, there's not gonna be a Gungeon 2 by the time we're done. I don't think, I feel like especially, I don't know. I think for sure they are working on like a huge, probably like, I would say probably Advanced Gungeons and Dragons-esque update for Exit the Gungeon. I think that's what they're doing right now. And I think after that, they're going to take at least a 1-game break, and maybe a forever break from Gungeon. Who knows? Probably not, because they got like a good, real good IP to sit on. It does increase our chance of getting familiars as well. It's obviously not for just, it doesn't help us right now. It's a for the future thing. Let's see what tier this chest is. I'm really happy to get Star Pew, by the way. Whoop. Man, they really need to. They need to patch Enter the Gun Dungeon. That's what they need to do. That was made by Doinkstops. I'm kidding if it's not obvious. That game is exactly what it's trying to be, which is a good joke and a nice enough romp. That's what Enter the Gun Dungeon is. Man, it might be fun to go back to that just for like a hot second. Oh, this feels great. Oh, having the base damage up. It doesn't even matter that much that our boss damage is poo. Doesn't even matter. Get out of here, you. You. Get out of here. I don't know if it's worth my time. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so we got a gun, so that means that's a passive. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it. Maybe we can squeeze out. Well, thank you very much. You know what? Quick tiny dodge. We have a because it roll time. It's basically it takes 25% less time almost. Covers a little bit more distance. Now we can kind of like. Honestly, this is an ideal scenario. I feel like a little-ish dodge roll. Whoa. A little-ish dodge roll that's split into two parts. If you're able to be present mentally enough to use them, is better than a normal dodge. Because it's just more iframes. It's the same, you know, like... yeah, no, it's more iframes, and you can segment it into two different directions. If you can use it correctly, it is better than a dodge roll of this like the normal quality. So I don't know. I think this is a fun situation. On top of that, Spring Heal is not one of the ones that gives you a move speed up, right? See, this is why I don't remember that the Downwell boots give you stinking move speed up, is because not all of the boots give you move speed up. Gun Knight Greaves don't. Get out of here. Boink! We probably could have got a double kill with that if we aimed it right. Uh-oh. I hear a lot. I hear a lot of them. Hope. See, that was him. That's what I'm saying, man. That double dodge roll. Can we punch you through the wall? Doesn't look like it. I feel like that would have hit. If it could have. If it could have gone through the wall. Do we double punch? I feel like we do. Knowing how the game typically makes that stuff work. Ooh. Get in the pit. Okay. All right. Maybe with this tiny little double dodge, we can make the boxing glove work for us. Uh-oh. Fine. Doink. Shoot it down the hallway. It's just such a huge room. We kind of have to... We kind of have to cheese it. It's just a huge hallway. That's all it is, gang. That's all it is. Maybe somebody down here. And we're going to want to get rid of that so we have a little bit more safety. It's going to be some fools caught on some tables. Starpew is just absolutely... We do not have a quick switch ready. Starpew's got tier. Enough said. Piercing through the table. If you can pierce through a wall, you can pierce through the table with this. I knew that much. Like, look at this. It's nuts. Who left? Oh, man. They always get stuck behind the tables in this room. Oh, I didn't even see you. Poor guy. Put him out of his misery. It's a chonker of a room, I'll tell you that much. Why am I even flipping these tables? Just to make us move slower. Okay. We definitely don't need to waste money buying keys right now. Doink. Doink. Hello. Hello. Mini boss 2. I don't think you can, I don't think you can get the Fusilier on the first floor. Unless somebody modded it in. I don't think so. And I'm honestly, I am here for the fact that you can't. Do not make me fight him on floor 2. I mean, could we do it today? Yes, we could. Like, we could handle it. I'm confident we could. Do I want curse? Probably not. We have the boxing glove. I mean, often in the base game, I would pick up 1 curse. Literally, like, exactly 1 curse I would enjoy. Because then, if you ever run into the black market, you can go in regardless of how much money you have. Honestly, that is, like, I had too many situations, too many runs where I couldn't go. And it made me sad that I always would put myself at 1 curse. But a lot of times with these modded... Hell yeah! Just a nice base game today. Are we playing modded? We are. We got a custom character and custom rerolled stats. So we are indeed. Just had to double check. It's a pretty vanilla run right now. And then we did have the option to go to the jungle. We just didn't have... Well, I mean... We didn't, but, like, we could have if we had enough keys. Okay, this double roll is so clean. Like, there's some runs where I don't love spring heel boots. The dinky small roll run is not one where I would dislike it. Oh, it feels great. Also, it just does help us move faster. Which is always, like, it's like half the reason why I want a good dodge roll is... Just to, like, Legend of Zelda, roll around the dang place. I thought we could do it. Trying to abuse the weird shot pattern of the Star Pew. How we can shoot it kind of weirdly through the wall there. This layout, though. Okay. Got a little exit out his caboose, if you will. I won't, but you will. The damage! That's the other thing. We got to remember the damage, too. Half the time, if a run feels nice, it's just because the damage is above average. Starting, like... We're 1.47? Wait, what? Oh my god, yeah, of course! +1 bullets. I didn't even process. We basically have, like... We basically got 2 +1 bullets. 1 to start out with, effectively, and then 1 right now. The 2 back-to-back is pretty spicy. Pretty spicy. It's hardly a selling point. I feel like spice is kind of like a weird one to try to market in that way. It's like, you're not going to... Oh my god. Does the boxing glove... Seriously? If you get him with the one-shot bop, it punches the item out of existence? Wow. Today I learned. And today I hate. But yeah, spiciness. It's like, you either want to hear it's not spicy or it's gonna blow your freaking tongue out of your mouth. A lot of times it feels like. You know, in like a commercial, you know? Well, I mean, if it's a hot sauce, you're not gonna be like, this is a hot sauce. It's pretty spicy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you either want to market it for its flavor or market it for the fact that it's going to rip you apart from the inside out. You don't want to be like, it tastes pretty good and it's kind of spicy. At least not in a commercial. But that's kind of where I'm at for what I would want out of a hot sauce, I suppose. I like like pretty spicy, but I don't want to be in pain. I like things pretty spicy though. I've changed. I used to be like, spicy food is the horror movie for your mouth. You know, it's like, you're not watching. You're watching it to be in pain, to be displeased. You're eating it to be in pain, to be displeased. You're watching a horror movie to be in pain, like emotionally, or hopefully if it's actually scary. And that's like they're the same thing. You know? Hot foods, spicy foods is the horror movie for your mouth. Like, you can get enjoyment out of it. And hell, sometimes it has a good plot, aka a good flavor. But a lot of times, let's be honest, you're doing it to tell somebody else that you did it. Let's be real. Let's be real here. Yeah, I saw the new horror movie. Yeah, I ate the spiciest pepper on earth. Like, okay. How are your poops? After the horror movie. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. I've had some okay spicy things. But for me, I'm like, I'll have a spicy thing if I feel like there's a flavor I can't get unless it has that spice. And then if it's like a flavor I really like, I'm willing to let it get pretty spicy to make it happen. But it's like few and far between. Hip hip hooray. Horror movies, on the other hand, I don't know. Take them or leave them. I feel like my problem with horror movies is that it doesn't seem like it seems like what I'm talking about. The plot and like how good it is for most of them is super secondary. And there's some of them, and those are the ones that I would be interested in seeing are the ones who are like, no, but for real, it actually like has a good plot, you know, or it's actually interesting, has good commentary on whatever. I don't know. Like, there's something else to it other than like, yeah, dude, it really made me not want to look at the screen. Like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Man, this is you can tell it's a very strong run. It's always what happens. If we get a nice strong but like basic run, it turns into a podcast. That's where we're at. Hip hip. And now we just need Gungeon Pepper to really drive the point of this run home. Hip hop. But don't stop. We've not gotten a familiar yet, which is what I was kind of hoping for when I purchased this dang thing on my back. I don't know why I thought there was going to be a synergy with it. Sunlight Javelin. You know what? Let's go for this. If we have good base damage, we can make this work. By the time it's charged up to rank 2, it's going to be a slapper. And by the time it's charged up to rank 3, doesn't matter that we're going to even have a boss damage down. In fact, we kind of like, in a way, we don't even have a boss damage down right now, since our base damage is up. I mean, we obviously have a boss damage. You know what I'm saying. They counteract each other, so it's like we still do more damage to the boss than we would if we didn't have the base damage up. We could stack this on all the summonables. We're definitely going to stack it on all the rats. Knack Knack stack on that. Anybody have Knack Knack stack on that? It was not even close to popular for a little bit in the early 2000s? Early 2000s? Late 90s? I don't remember. What the hell is this? Damage based off of shields? Definitely was a damage up. Every piece of armor increases damage by 6%. Good on you for just putting it in the description. I thank you. I thank you. You know what I wish the modded items would do? Have their flavor text, and then like you could scroll all the way to the bottom, and it would have this. Like, just like, this is what it does. I would dig that. Like, you can have your flavor text. I get it. You want to have the item be like the base, like, you want it to fit in with the base game and stuff, so you want to have the flavor. But I think that, I don't know. since it's so hard to... Oh, Jiminy Christmas. It's so hard to scrounge together the info for a lot of these things. And I know people are saying, like, download the item descriptions mod. Not all of these items are in there, for one. For two, I've had issues with it in the past. I will look at it again, and I will try to add... I'll try to look at it and add it. But, for the most part, I don't know. I kind of... A lot of them are not part of that pack of ones that are, like, supported. And a lot of them change. And it's just kind of like that, you know. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I could add it even if it's incomplete. I don't know. This is me working on my thought process of what I'm gonna do in the middle of this here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the to a very weird first episode for you to tune into. If this is you, welcome. I'm gonna charge it up. Welcome to the Retromation YouTube channel. We play roguelikes and more, and today we talk about hot sauce and horror movies, I guess. Yep. I don't know. I feel like horror games are more hot take from the person who plays video games for a living. I am more entranced by a horror game for the most part. Like, I don't play a ton of them. I haven't played a ton of them, but I'm way more interested in playing a horror video game than a horror movie, because it feels like, to an extent, it, like, I don't know, like, you don't make a lot of games unless they're, you know, oh, we are out of blanks. You don't make a game that isn't like a AAA game or a movie tie-in game or something, unless you are gonna try to, like, put effort into it, usually. And the ones that you don't, like, get really, that don't really have effort and stuff put into them, seem to get filtered out easier than movies. Like, I don't know, it just seems like, I don't know. I suppose it's probably the same thing. It's like the only horror movies I probably hear about are the ones that would be the equivalent of a AAA horror game or something, or a AAA game, you know? That's interesting to think about. Hello, I'm talking out of my butt. Ooh, okay, what do we want to do here? I kind of tempted to go for the key. I'm tempted to sell some stuff as well. I might sell this. We're not getting any, like, this is the second I sell it, we're gonna get a pet. It's supposed to increase our chance of getting pets. And just because we haven't got one, I guess, doesn't mean it hasn't been increased. Oh, let's ditch it. Let's ditch it. And honestly, it was fun, but let's ditch the boxing glove too. I had a little bit of fun with it. Sunglasses gives us 2 coolness. I feel like that's worth having. The question is, like, should I buy a key? It's only going to get more expensive as time goes on here, so I will. But, I don't know. Yeah, like, okay. Question of the day. Here, like, you gotta, what is a horror movie that you've seen, if you've seen one? If not, tell me a horror game. If you got one. Otherwise, shut up. Shut up. Otherwise, tell me a hot sauce. No, tell me a horror movie that you think is genuinely, like, a good film and isn't just trying, like, and this is not, like, me trying to be, like, gotcha. This is me trying to actually become educated. Tell me a horror movie that you think is genuinely well put together, that isn't super well known, because it's like there's all the ones that obviously were super well known, like I don't even know, is Get Out a horror movie or is it just a thriller? Like Get Out, Us, Quiet Place. Once again, I don't know. It seems like all the ones that are really, like, popular are like, is this a horror movie or is it a thriller? Us is totally a horror movie, right? I mean, what's really the difference between a horror and a thriller? Because I feel like what I'm getting at is, like, a movie that titles itself a thriller often seems to care more about the plot than a horror movie, and and about pacing. Is that what is often the determinant? Because what I'm thinking here is I'm like, yeah, those ones are all really popular, but they're like, they toe the line, and they might as well just be called a thriller, right? I don't know. What's up? What's up with that? Tell me a horror movie that you like that is not you don't think is super well known, that is good, not just for being scary. Like it's got something else going for it. Be it art direction, story, help, art direction, story, you know, fill in the blank. Whatever you think. And yeah, if you don't have one, you tell them do the same thing, but with a horror game. And if you don't got any of those, tell me the best hot sauce. Tell me the best hot sauce you had, and tell me how you felt after. Or if you want to be a freaking renegade, you can answer all three. If you're one of those, if you're a champion who's got an answer for all three. Man, charge weapons with table tech sight. See, look, I'm holding down left click the whole time here. Watch. I'm holding down left click the entire time. I'm not letting go. That's kind of, it just feels funky. It feels funky. Hoi, hoi. This double dodge dared, though. Oi. Like, I don't know. It feels like, I don't know. As far as horror games go, the ones that it's interesting to think about, especially when I think about in relation to the conversation I'm just getting at, because like Until Dawn, I think, is genuinely a very good horror game, and it's interesting because it's a good horror game, of course. Well, it's okay. It's probably not worth the money, anyways. We'll look at that in a second. Excuse me. We're not going to talk about that. It's a good horror game. Like, it's got some goofiness to it. Ooh, I dig it. Okay, we don't need to look at what it does. We know what it does. It's Until Dawn makes fun of or takes your expectations of horror movies, and especially like cheesy kind of goofy horror movies, the ones I'm kind of like making fun of, and uses those expectations against you a lot of times. And I think that's really interesting. I think that's really, really interesting, because people, I think it was Jordan Peele said, which one is this, Cronenberg bullets or brittle bullets? Oh, I don't like brittle bullets, I don't think. We do a lot of extra damage. Hell, we might even do 2x damage, but as soon as we get hit, we lose all of our ammo in the gun we have. Could be a problem. I think it was Jordan Peele who said comedy and horror are very intertwined in the sense that all they're doing is learning how to play off of your expectations. And that's what Until Dawn does. It's it takes what you you assume is going to be going on getting into it, and it tries to subvert it. And sometimes oh my god. What is this podcast today? We're going in deep. Sometimes this is not that deep of a concept, but for some people who don't hear me even podcast style, they're like, what is this guy talking about? He ain't talking about Gungeon. Unsubscribe. But like, sometimes subverting expectations is leaning into expectations as well. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's like, okay, well you've done the same thing. You've done the reverse of what I thought 3 times, so now I'm gonna try to think, what do you want me to think? And then there's like, oh, well now you're just doing what the horror movies did. How dare you? You got me. So you just want to keep them on their toes with that, and that's like, that's comedy too. Like, how many times can you repeat the same joke? And then it's like, if you're gonna try to go in for that third time, you gotta shake it up. It's like that, you know? You're like, sometimes the expectation is like, okay, well, we both know that another time wouldn't be funny. We both know that another time just saying the same thing, another time saying baloney only isn't gonna be funny. But now what if we do it in italics, or, you know, or whatever. Like, it's just like that. They're so intertwined in that way. In that, like, core fundamental. I don't know what the point was there. I just think it's neat. I guess I was just talking about Until Dawn still. It's a shame that apparently Man of Medan sucks. I haven't looked into it. But I don't know. Rhapsody and I talked about, apparently it has like a multiplayer feature. We were gonna look into it, but I have a sneaking suspicion. QuickTime actions with Australian ping is a bad time, mon frere. That was weird. Let's get up in there. This tentacle item is very good. It's like it's because every time I get chance bullets, I get really excited to have Abyssal Tentacle. Oops. Every time I get chance bullets, I get really excited to get something like Abyssal Tentacle because it's a beam weapon, so it stays out for like a good 2 seconds. Like to kind of try to counteract it balance-wise. The fact that, like, if it was really only 1 bullet's worth of that gun, it would just be like, okay. But no, it's like, here we go. Let's make it take a whole second. And in reality, I think that ends up being an overcorrection. And it makes it a bonkers item to have in that scenario. And this is effectively just, hey, let me give you both of those items at the same time. And let's make the frequency really high. I will say the caveat is it does seem like it's a higher tier item. The caveat, the unsubversion of expect. I don't trust it. See? Comedy. Look at me. My expectations were very subverted. Not because I knew it was like, I knew it was gonna be the fake. It's never exciting to see a rainbow chest anymore. You took that away from me, Apache! But not really, because we just probably never would have seen a rainbow chest by now. Mimic Whistle. I know it's been changed, but I still don't know if it's any good. Wonder Chest. Wait a minute. Wonder Chest is very good, isn't it? Wonder Chest is the one-time use that spawns multiple chests. The only reason it was busted is because we had Gungeoneers ring. Let's just do it. What could be inside? Whoa! Super armor means super damage. And this gun also is it slaps. You know what? Let's look at the this. You don't have any idea which creature the tentacles in these shells are from? How on Earth Gupton managed to cram them in there, or even why the hell you would do such a thing? And trust me, you don't want to find out either. Dear God. Why? Oh no, that counts as explosion for sunglasses. Okay. You get out of here. Alright, so we have, like, since we have brittle bullets, this is some extreme risk-reward right now. Not only do we get reset down from 3, we lose all of our ammo. Pop, pop, pop. Once you pop, you can't stop. Synergy with the trash cannon. I didn't mean to blank. Whoops. Sitting at 3.0 curses, or 3.0 damage is really, really zesty. This is good. I mean, the tentacle's probably scaling off of our damage. I got scared by that. The tentacle is probably scaling off of our damage. So we should temper expectations with it a bit. We have so much good stuff, it's crazy. It is actually nuts. I don't know. Hopefully you enjoyed my podcast today. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Remember the time when I convinced my friends in the Minecraft series that I actually legitimately gave a TED Talks? A TED Talk. Oop. That was great. I convinced them. If you didn't watch, it's a good series. It's a great series, and it's done now, so you can actually just watch it in its entirety, and it's not too long. It's like 20 episodes or something. 20 something, 20 or so. I don't know. It's not too much, especially when they're shorter episodes than this. It's very, very good. I guess I can just not spoil it. But it was good. It was a good time. It was a good time. Lying's fun. Don't do it at home, kids. I think this will keep us safe. Oh, keep it secret. Keep it safe. I gotta say, the tentacle item, it does seem super strong, but it doesn't. It seems like it has some kind of safety precaution in it to not break. Because I'm not seeing two tentacles at the same time. And I gotta say, I'm happy about that. I'm happy that it's just really strong, but not, like, literally bad. Armor just gives us damage right now, so I'm... Oh. My brain. So I'm totally for getting that. There's no point to even get that gun out, because look at this. We do crazy damage regardless. I don't think we're going to get another key. Beep. Bop. Ba-da. Boop. I'm the scat man. I wish we had blanks. We're going to get... You know what? This is actually going to be a disaster. This is actually going to be... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Boss damage cap is going to make this a disaster. Because it's like... If we get hit, we lose the brittle bullets. I don't know. Just going to do this while I can. We don't have any blanks, which is really my big bummer moment here. Because Advanced Dragon... is one of the only bosses in the game that I'd say is maybe not, like, fun in any way. He kind of stanky. But I just figured if we could ever do it, today would be the day. The fun thing about brittle bullets is it's kind of, you know, it's like meat bun, except, like, we can drop it whenever we want to. You can drop whenever we want to, and it just loses us. See, and this is the other thing is, I feel like this is not well thought out. The way he can do that while we're doing this. But the thing is, we do have double dodge. So today, nope, we're screwed. Yeah, we're screwed. Oh, God. Oh, God. We're going to rip through all our ammo. Should I drop brittle? I should have dropped brittle bullets. We're in for a... Oh, we're in for a world of hurt now. Thank you, double dodge. Thank you, double dodge. This is going to be butt. Oh, boy. Oh, God. Thank you. God, I hate doing that without double dodge. Double dodge helped a ton there. Okay, and then the other shots bounce off the wall there. Oh, I got stuck. Yeah, that was very cool. Very cool. All right. Just for the remainder here, so we don't lose out on all of our stuff. See, we would have lost this one. What a fun time. What a fun time this fight is. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Doing it with an abnormal dodge and no spring heel boots sounds like an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Here's my thing I hate about it. There's absolutely no reason to do it. There's no reason to do it. At all. And you don't even feel like it's, you end the game. I know that, hear me out, controversial take time. I think this is, some people may be like, no, why? I think, hot take, if you defeat the advanced dragon, I wish that it closed off bullet hell. I know. Because it's obviously, it's so much harder than the Lich compared to where you are. Like, yes, I know it's shorter because it doesn't have the 3 phases or anything. I feel like taking on the advanced dragon is often a much harder task than fighting the Lich. Like, way more. Like, I'd say 9 times out of 10. I would rather fight the Lich. If we're talking, like, chance to win. So it feels weird. What I'm getting at is that makes it feel weird that the game doesn't end after him and you have to go fight bullet hell. Yes, I know I could just do that. But what I'm saying is it's one of those situations where an addition in a game can accidentally act against what the game maybe should do. Like, sometimes having options is not good. I know, I watched a TED Talk about it. Did I say I watched a TED Talk about it? I meant I gave a TED Talk about it. But I think I think the fact that the options there makes you feel like the game is telling you that you still have something left, so you are supposed to go do it, you ding-dong. And that, I don't know. It just feels weird, because the difficulty curve, if you do a normal difficulty curve of a run, like, including the Abbey of the True Gun and the Rat, it's like, it's such a weird trajectory, the difficulty compared to where you are in the game. It's like absolute bananas. Gotta tell you, Brittle Bullet's here. Spicy. Don't have to worry about our ammo capacity. Not at all. Whip it. Don't think so. And it helps us do enough damage where it really does feel good enough. And it can proc the tentacle excuse me? And it can proc the tentacle bullets. I feel like this Spring Heel Boots Tiny Dodge is helping me showcase my actual reflexes here today on my dodge rolls, and I'm here for it. Because normally I just have to, you know, I always have to just take whatever the randomness gives me. And I know it's my choice to even take the randomness. Oh, he's down there? Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 this sucks. This sucks. This is not good. Oh, come on. Come on, man. That was stupid. Could use something else. Okay, we run out of ammo. We run out of ammo. But that's, I really do think Brittle Bullets is. It's just, I know it's don't get hit forehead, like obviously, but you can't help it a lot of the time. And it's just like, I mean, you can always help it in this game. Like, I say there's only like a few undodgeable situations, and I think that they are so, like, I think new players think that there's a lot. There's not a lot. There's really not a lot. I think that there's maybe one that can happen in the second phase of the Lich. And I think there's sometimes one can happen in the second phase of the Rat, where the stuff comes in from the outside way, like, inappropriately early. And in both scenarios, it really just comes down to the fact that it's a super dodgeable attack that didn't get enough time to bake in between another attack. Like, he does an attack, and then he throws out a second one that doesn't give you... Not only does it not give you... I have to adjust my chair. Not only does it not give you the time, like, the way they combine, you have to blank or you will take damage. But I'll say, honestly, after I've been playing Year 10 Atomicrops, it's like, oh god, it's so tough. It's some of the toughest bullet hell I've ever dealt with. Year 10 Robusta, basically year 10 highest difficulty in turbo mode of Stardew Valley. It's like Gungeon double turbo. Yeah, Gungeon double turbo, and you also have to have Stardew Valley, a Stardew Valley speed run going on your second monitor. That's what Atomicrops Year 10 with Robusta is. You have to play Enter the Gungeon double turbo while you have a Stardew Valley speed run on your second monitor. That's what it is. If you've not watched that series, hopefully I've now either sold you or completely scared you off. One of the two. Because it is, that difficulty is spicy. Nobody, as far as I'm aware, literally nobody has beaten that difficulty with that character to make the highest difficulty in the turbo mode, effectively. And, ladies and gentlemen, your boy is, I think, the closest person. So I, for one, am very excited about the prospect of maybe doing it. Not because I think it's a pleasurable experience to throw myself at that challenge, but boy, if I could have a world first in something, that'd feel great. The only time I ever had a world first in something is like the world first in a healing staff on my cleric in the game Rift. That's the only time. I had a lot of server. We had a lot of server firsts when I was the main tank in my World of Warcraft guild. But never anything that was a world first. No Sri Barb. Hip. The thing is, we probably do world firsts in our daily life, but the issue is getting one that that anyone could put into words or notice. It's like world first. Person sitting in this chair playing this game at 4:25 p.m. on a Sunday, June 14th, 2020. World first, baby. Setting records every day. Yeah. This is, you know what? This is it's a fun run in the sense that I could say I could completely beat the Lich with the standard gun, and it would not even be impressive in any way. Because there's no risk. There's no risk with the brittle bullets. I just don't move fast enough for that. See, that's another thing. The random stats, I love them, but boy, do they give you some scenarios where you have a rough time. Like, I think I needed to use my dodge rolls to get there, to get through there, and I think I could have. Just dodge roll over the line, like if it's coming like this, from left to right, I need to dodge roll, whoop, with this setup, and that's something we should have just learned to adapt, because we know that we have 5.69 nice speed. We never got a speed up today. Nor did we need one, because we truly are an absolute juggernaut. Oh boy, can you make it? Can't make it because our dodge rolls would bounce off him. There's no point. We don't need to bother though. The tentacle shells, very, very good. We should have done it. We should have done did it. Oh. Oh no! I got him with one of the straight shots. All right, that's all good. It was a fun run. It was a fun run. It was a fun podcast. I mean, Gungeon. Fun run of Enter the Gungeon. 50 minutes too, because we didn't do any of the extra stuff. Extra. Read all about it. Tentacle shells, very good. Very cool. Brittle bullets. Cool item. It's, you know, it's, in a way, it's kind of fun to have another item that's like a sometimes food in the item pool. Like how we used to treat chance bullets, and like we used to treat scattershot a long time ago before it was buffed. Ooh, this is the one truth. Oh, these were good too. Honestly, like our damage was just stellar. It was just stellar damage. And that is going to do it for today. Very few items. I greatly appreciate any and all support we wish to leave on series up to this point. Extra special thank you to D-Hex, Throwbo, Nydeleric, JusticeTom, the Shogun Gun, MoreThanAwesome, P, and Patricia for supporting on Patreon at the Go Team Gungeon tier. If you want to help support the channel, you can chip in on patreon.com. You get all kinds of rewards, including upcoming, you're going to help me vote on a series for the channel. But you can also help for free in the form of a like or just continuing to watch the videos as you did today. If you watch the video from start to finish, instead of just skipping to the end, you're helping a huge amount. I mean, thank you for even watching it all, but obviously start to finish watching, watch time is a massive, important factor in 2020 for YouTube, recommending the videos to other people. So if you sit and you watch it, if you watch it before bed, if you put it on in the background, thank you so much. It means a ton, like an absolute big deal. I mean, I wonder if you guys could hear my stomach there. I'm like unbelievably hungry, so I'm gonna go. But hey, like the video if you like it. Helps with the YouTube algorithm. It takes half a second. You can do it before I'm even done with a sentence. In the future, I challenge you to do it even before I ask. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.